If you fire up a MrBeast video, you're bound to see a few things.
I'm gonna spend the next 7 days buried alive under 20,000 pounds of dirt.
Crazy stunts. Extreme competitions.
$50,000 right there.
And outlandishly large cash prizes.
I'm in front of a restaurant with a $100,000 check.
MrBeast, thanks to you, I can quit my job now. I'm so happy.
These extravagant stunts and challenges have made MrBeast a massive star. Any given video of his on YouTube typically has hundreds of millions of views. It's evidence that in just a few years, the 28-year-old has built a digital empire that now extends to an Amazon show.
MrBeast, and this is Beast Games, the biggest competition.
And he's done it from an unlikely home base.
It's wild that the world's most popular YouTuber is based and has grown his empire from a small city in eastern North Carolina.
But despite having fans across the world, how do folks feel about MrBeast in his own backyard?
Some people love to hate him and some people hate to love him.
I'm Anissa Khalifa. This is The Broadside, where we tell stories from our home at the crossroads of the South. This week, we look into the billion-dollar business of MrBeast and what the world's most popular YouTuber means for eastern North Carolina.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have trusted Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. Just tell Progressive what you want to pay, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Visit Progressive.com to find a car insurance rate that works for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams 4th of July sale and get 30% off paints and stains June 26th through July 6th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
If you want to be a successful contestant for MrBeast, one thing is essential.
I feel like you have to kind of go with the flow, but obviously don't take it like it's nothing because you can't actually win life-changing amounts of money.
This is Jordan Santos. A few years ago, she got a chance to put that philosophy into practice. Jordan lives in Greenville, a small city in the heart of eastern North Carolina. Greenville's also the home of MrBeast and is where the YouTube superstar films a lot of his videos, which is why one day, out of the blue, Jordan got a message that would change her life, offering her a chance to be in a MrBeast competition.
Oh, I was all for it. I mean, obviously everybody hears about the money and stuff, but like, this is not going to happen every day of my life. I might as well.
But there was one small problem.
I absolutely had no idea what we were doing.
Not just what they were doing, but where they were going was a total mystery.
They didn't give us any details. So, like, you basically interview, and then they tell you where to meet. In our case, they told us to pack a bag for, I want to say, at least 4 days, I think it was, or something like that. And then we basically got kidnapped.
But soon enough, the competition became clear. Jordan and several other contestants were taken to an abandoned hospital for a chance to win $100,000 in an extreme game of tag.
$1,000 in cash, and whichever one of you I touch last keeps it. 10, 9.
With the game of tag underway and $100K on the line, Jordan quickly hatched a plan.
I was underneath a trailer outside for a hot minute. I don't even know how I sat in the same position for so long.
I mean, if you were to ballpark it, what was it, like an hour plus?
That's our producer, Charlie Shelton-Ormond.
How long were you there?
Oh, no, it was probably like 5 hours.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Yes, and I'm terrified of spiders. So I don't even know, the thought of the money in my head was just like, oh, you're going to stay here. Like, you're going to figure this out.
One by one, the other contestants got picked off. Jordan kept hiding out, avoiding capture. But then MrBeast changed the rules.
They made all of us go into the hospital, and that since I'd been outside all day, I didn't really have a feel for the inside of the hospital. There was 2 of us left towards the end out of 10, and I somehow caught myself at the end of a tunnel, and it got me.
I found somebody, and they are Jordan.
But despite coming in second, Jordan didn't walk away empty-handed.
I don't want you to walk home with nothing, so we're still going to give you $10,000, even though you didn't win.
That was a total surprise. I had no idea.
And every single person that competed today gets $5,000, because why not?
This might sound strange, but for a Greenvillian, Jordan's experience isn't all that unique.
I think a lot of people in Greenville are accustomed to, oh yeah, sometimes you could be walking down the street and MrBeast will be doing a stunt, and they know people who have been in videos.
Brian Gordon is a business and tech reporter for the News and Observer in Raleigh, where he's covered both MrBeast the person and MrBeast the business.
Yeah, Beast Industries.
So let's first talk about MrBeast the person. Who exactly is he?
MrBeast is the online brand persona of 28-year-old Jimmy Donaldson, who not born in Greenville, North Carolina, but grew up in Greenville. And Donaldson is now, in the MrBeast brand, by far the largest YouTube account in the world. As of today, it has over 499 million. So it's about to crest the 500 million number of subscribers.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of geographically over time as his subscriber count has risen. He's gone from making YouTube videos in his room to then kind of expanding to around Greenville to across the country and now across the world.
The day after my conversation with Brian, Jimmy crossed that 500 million mark. And as his subscriber count has gotten bigger, so is the scale of his videos. Brian says the productions have become more elaborate and the giveaways have gotten massive.
There is another video where he tips a pizza delivery person in Greenville $10,000. And then later on, as he gets bigger and bigger, it's not $10,000, he's tipping a house to the person who's delivering pizza.
That example gets to the core of what makes MrBeast's videos such a draw. They almost always center around money.
I think he cracked the obvious code to many who live in the world that people are very focused on money. People understand that big numbers get eyeballs. And so a lot of his YouTube titles will just be how many zeros can be in it. And that often corresponds with how many views. Often it is people winning money or how much things cost, comparing a $1 home to a $50,000 home to a $5 million home.
Brian says a lot of the money MrBeast gives away is funded through sizable sponsorships. Meanwhile, some videos focus on charitable acts rather than contests.
We are building and giving away 100 houses, and each home is going to change a family's life.
But whether they feature philanthropy or death-defying stunts,
This man is literally in a burning building.
These sensational videos have allowed MrBeast to now expand his empire beyond YouTube. He's not just a YouTuber anymore, right? There's a lot more to this giant thing that is MrBeast.
Yeah.
What does that encapsulate altogether?
It encapsulates food. So Feastables is a popular candy company now. It makes chocolate. Also jerky. So it's a food brand.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the Amazon show, right? So he's not just available to watch on YouTube anymore.
Yeah. A few years ago, Amazon and MrBeast, Jimmy Donaldson, announced a partnership to host the largest reality competition out there.
Prize of the most insane competition show you've ever seen. And competing for it are these 1,000 contestants!
But even though he's built a global brand, MrBeast has kept Eastern North Carolina as his headquarters. And that's pretty unusual.
I think a lot of media moguls, of course, are in New York City. They move out to LA, maybe even Miami. And so it is notable that in 2026, about 10 years since his first viral video, Jimmy Donaldson, aka MrBeast, his company is still in Greenville.
Yeah, so why is he still in Greenville?
He says he stayed because it's cheaper. He's become big enough where he's become the draw. People will come to Greenville to work there, to interview him. Amazon will come there to film.
Also, if you're planning elaborate stunts, Brian says it doesn't hurt to have a good rapport with local officials.
There is a familiarity that helps when you are doing stunts and you need the cooperation of local city, fire departments, permitting. His studio is on the north part of the city. It's pretty nondescript. And then outside there's a big field where they have shot videos before. A few years ago, I wrote about neighbors who were complaining that their house would be shaking in the middle of the night because
oh my goodness,
their property abuts the field outside the studio in North Greenville.
What were they doing that was causing their house to shake?
Just tons of fireworks up until like 3 a.m. Just tons of fireworks. But, you know, they reached out, they were talking, they were complaining, but they definitely caveated. Like, they understood, they had the context for who MrBeast was. It's just like, hey, this is too much.
Yeah. So, do you have any idea how many people Beast Industries employs in Greenville?
Yeah, it's reported that it's several hundred at this point. And I think it can fluctuate based on videos or events with temporary hires. My sense, they tend to be younger people working in social media. They might get churned through, be in Greenville for a few years and move out. It made headlines recently. His employee handbook was leaked, and he is very obsessive, and the handbook says that he wants people who are very obsessive. So I think it is, from what I've heard and read, it is demanding.
Behind the scenes, lawsuits have alleged unsafe and hostile working conditions for employees and Beast Games contestants.
Now 5 people are taking the company that produces MrBeast's show and Amazon to court in California. They cite poor working conditions.
Penning contestants into enclosed spaces, underfed, overtired contestants.
And his videos have encountered plenty of pushback. Critics argue that his stunts promote an unhealthy pursuit of fame and fortune.
You know, thinking deeper about what does that mean that people are going to stay in a grocery store, live there for over a month or so at a chance of winning money, and that we're watching it.
But this bad press hasn't slowed down MrBeast's rise in popularity, or his local clout. Nevertheless, Brian says it's not as if Jimmy's hometown has all of a sudden become Beastville.
You don't drive through Greenville and see a giant tower that has like the Beast logo.
The area's biggest employers continue to be more conventional industries. Greenville has a robust hospital system and is home to East Carolina University. And while MrBeast's fame has certainly amplified Greenville's visibility, the city itself isn't a big part of his viral videos.
Well, it's definitely a global audience that it's playing for. Even in the early videos, there's not a lot of kind of local signatures, at least that I've seen. From the beginning, he's thinking of his audience as the internet.
So for locals, his videos are more of a digital Easter egg hunt, as folks keep their eyes peeled for familiar locations. Meanwhile, if you're buzzing around town, maybe you'll get lucky and spot a video shoot. Unless you're an actual contestant, that's generally been the best chance at seeing how the videos are made. That is, until recently, when MrBeast took over Greenville's biggest venue and put on a show, the likes of which the city had never seen before.
All together, and they were like, oh my gosh, there's tickets, and then we just got the tickets.
Biggest fan ever right here.
Yeah, have you ever seen him in person before?
No, never.
Just ahead, Brian goes to Beast Games. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
One of the most consequential and least understood moments in American history is Reconstruction.
This is a radical restructuring of American democracy.
That's a big deal. We're weaving together a living, breathing account with historians, journalists, and novelists, not year by year, but story by story.
This process of perfecting the Union is not this static project.
Reconstruction, the unfinished promise. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Brian Reed. When I created S-Town, I looked at how secrets, lies, and the stories we tell shape a small, rural town. Now, on my podcast, Question Everything, I'm going bigger. Hi, this message is for Senator Lindsey Graham. I head to Washington to take on a law that gives tech companies sweeping immunity.
Is how these companies have gotten rich.
Senator Durbin's office.
Join me as I go after big tech on Question Everything from Placement Theory and KCRW, out Thursdays, wherever you get your podcasts.
Doing the lights, like we saw it for 3 weeks now.
Yeah,
they've just been practicing the lights in the air. It was crazy.
Very cool.
Earlier this spring, reporter Brian Gordon traveled to Greenville for a special event, a one-of-a-kind spectacle, courtesy of MrBeast.
Yeah, it was in late May. They invited a few media members, and there were about 15,000 attendees overall, filled up one side of the lower bowl of ECU's football stadium. And it was filming a mid-season episode of Beast Games, so a reality show.
Technically, it's a reality competition, which is an important distinction if you're in North Carolina.
The words matter because North Carolina has given incentives for seasons 2 and 3 of Beast Games. And we can't give incentives for game shows, but we can for reality competitions. And sort of the distinction.
Oh, interesting.
The distinction that you won't see, I think notably in a lot of the videos, is the narrative. So Jeopardy is a game show. Survivor is a reality competition in that there's a narrative over multiple episodes.
Right. With this incentive, the deal is if Beast Games films in North Carolina, it'll get back a sizable chunk of its production costs.
Yeah, the benefit is supposed to be very much tied to the money you spend.
And on the other side, big productions like this are a good jolt for the local economy. It draws folks to the area who will likely spend money in town. Brian says the Beast Games filming brought out 15,000 people, all excited to be part of the experience.
It did very much feel like a sporting event. People were wearing Beast Game jerseys, face painted, baby blue and hot pink MrBeast logo colors. And yeah, that dovetails with the festive college atmosphere.
We heard about the event through a friend, and so we were like, heck yeah, it's worth it. Even if it goes to 3 a.m., we'll come out here because he's big now. He's a big guy now. So
spoke to probably a half dozen people before entering. And, there were some parents who were into it too with their kids.
I promised him a couple of months ago we were going to find MrBeast.
Okay, here he is.
There he is.
I mean, people were really into it. It was a concert. It was a sporting event. Going in, there was a group of kids I heard being like, we want money. So it's just again, it's not surprising that people really like money, but it's just very uncomplicated.
Eventually, Brian and the rest of the crowd made their way inside the stadium. But for the actual event, he had to give up access to one precious item.
Everyone had to put away their phones before entering into these pouches. It's all embargoed about what happened. But
did you sign an NDA, Brian?
You don't officially sign an NDA, but you say it's under embargo.
Okay.
And as a local reporter, I'm not covering the actual part of Beast Games Season 3.
Right. So what was your experience inside the stadium?
Yeah, so they served Feastables, a lot of his candy. Everyone got a voucher for a hot dog, which as a vegetarian was a little rough for me because there were no alternatives, and a soda and popcorn. And whether you find the videos skin crawling or engaging. They are quick and they get to the point and they're very edited. And so when you see it all playing out live, what stands out is you do see Jimmy orchestrating things in real time. He was like, it would be really great if you guys can do this. It'll look so good on the show. So constantly thinking about kind of the show and how things will look and be presented.
So how long did this all last? And how much of a presence did the city of Greenville actually have in the shoot?
Yeah. So I made it 90% of the way.
Okay.
And then about 12:30 in the morning, I had to drive back.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But, he's not reminiscing about Greenville. Not a ton of stories about where we were. It was very much, I'm filming an Amazon show.
Yeah.
And I made it till the very last stunt and then had to bow out. So maybe at the very end of the night, he said, and now let me take a moment to acknowledge how great Greenville is. Or maybe when the episode actually airs, he'll acknowledge that this is being filmed in his hometown. But just from my experience, he's here because of incentives, but also he is still headquartered here. That shows pride, I think. But in terms of outwardly expressing it or acknowledging in any way that he was from Greenville was never kind of talked about.
Logistically, the event seemed to go off without a hitch. And even if the city didn't get top billing, it signaled MrBeast's continued stake in Greenville, especially with East Carolina University, whose football stadium hosted the event. Brian says the ECU MrBeast connection has seen its ups and downs. In 2022, the pair announced a partnership that sought to formalize the growing interest in Greenville's star YouTuber.
So the plan was to make an educational credential program for content creators. So to make Greenville and through ECU a hub for people who want to get into the business. And the obvious local employer of graduates would be MrBeast. And pretty quickly the program was announced. There were some efforts from both sides to keep it going for a little bit. And then ECU continued to try to keep it going, but they were getting crickets on the other end. And it's all but dead.
Granted, Brian says that as a business reporter, he sees a lot of partnerships get announced and ultimately go nowhere. But this one felt different, since MrBeast, the business and the person, is so public-facing. Still, despite this and other missteps, there's no question Jimmy Donaldson remains a revered local celebrity.
I think the reaction is overwhelmingly positive. 10 years ago, the industry in Greenville was ECU and the hospital. Now it's ECU, the hospital, and MrBeast.
Bret Oliverios is the owner of Sup Dogs. It's a casual restaurant in downtown Greenville that's popular with a lot of local college students. And MrBeast.
Now, any business, MrBeast calls you and wants to film. You're like, please come on in. This is great notoriety. Back then, it was like, who are you? What do you want to do? Go away. We're busy operating. And I sort of took on a different mentality with this team. It was like, look, film whenever you want, whatever you want. You don't even have to ask. Just walk in and start filming. Take over the restaurant.
We're here. Where are we at? Sup Dog. You're going to be spending the next 8.
One time, his brother was starting a YouTube channel, and they said, hey, we want you to set up your trash can in your parking lot. And then he's going to spend 24 hours in this trash can. You need to dump all your restaurant trash on his head.
All right, so what are you up to right now? You have some trash?
Yeah.
Where are you putting that trash?
In that dumpster.
Yeah.
Obviously no glassware or anything that could hurt him, but juices, fats, just nasty restaurant runoff on his head. And we just did it. We just said, okay, let's do it.
For Bret, the MrBeast bump is real. As a business owner, he's seen Beast Industries bring in more customers for Sup Dogs and put a spotlight on the city as a whole.
I was talking to someone the other day. It's like, man, what if MrBeast built a Disneyland except centered on MrBeast right here in Greenville? That sounds crazy, but why couldn't it happen?
He's the most famous resident by dint of being one of the most famous people in the world at this point. I think there's a high level of pride and just they've kind of become immune to the oddity of him being there. Some people are probably peeved off when fireworks are going off at 3 a.m. But there is that they just know, okay, but those are our disruptive zany, out there people.
I think he means big things for us.
This is Greenvillian and MrBeast contestant Jordan Santos again.
I love it for the kids. There's no doubt in my mind that kids are just so happy to say that they live in the same town as him and watch his videos. And then the kids see him and it's the best day of their life.
So, who is MrBeast? To some in Greenville, he's a boon to the local economy. Others might see him as a southern Santa Claus, or an eccentric neighbor that gets a little rowdy sometimes. Whatever his videos represent about our culture writ large, MrBeast has clearly made his mark in eastern North Carolina. But what comes next? Does internet fame have an expiration date?
How long can he be making these silly videos? Silly. I don't mean that dismissively, but just like, how long can he do it? Like, he's 28. Once he's 35.
Yeah.
And I will be curious to see, as Beast Industries grows, can Greenville stay the center of the MrBeast enterprise? I mean, the internet is his geography, so what will that mean in 5 years, 10 years? What is his impact on Greenville?
If you want to check out more of Brian Gordon's reporting on MrBeast, we've dropped some links in our show notes. This week, we used audio from NBC News. This episode of The Broadside was produced by Charlie Shelton Ormond and edited by Jared Walker. Our executive producer is Wilson Sayre. The Broadside is a production of WUNC News in North Carolina and is part of the NPR network. If you have feedback or a story idea, you can email us at broadside@wunc.org. If you enjoyed the show, leave us a rating, a review, or share it with a friend. I'm Anissa Khalifa. Thanks for listening, y'all. We'll be back next week.
Hello, and welcome to Pluto Phone. If you know the name of the movie you'd like to see, just stream it for free on Pluto TV, where all your blockbuster favorites are landing all summer long. Catch Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Fantastic.
Men in Black, 1 through 3.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mean Girls.
Shut up.
Titanic.
I'm the king of the world.
And so much more. For showtimes, press nothing. They're free 24/7.
That is so fetch.
On Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.
He gave me a book on art forgery. I found myself drawn to these old masters. How did these artists take paint from a palette, arrange it on a canvas? I began to unlock the secrets. I was a storehouse of knowledge of how to create an illusion, present it to a experienced expert, manipulate his mind, and convince him and bring him to the inevitable conclusion that the painting is genuine. We flooded the market with my paintings, and I couldn't believe what I did. I couldn't believe it. Then the dominoes started falling, and eventually the FBI were led to my door. They uncovered a mountain of evidence against me.
But they never actually got you. At this point, you've sold a lot. You've got like $1 million in cash. You sold one painting for $717,000. Why did it go away? Why did you never get indicted? And how are we having this conversation?
I guess it's the greatest story of all.
To hear how Ken Perenni made millions in art forgery, dodged the mafia and the FBI, subscribe to The Jordan Harbinger Show and check out episode 282 in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening now.
This podcast is sponsored by Made In Cookware. Made In partners with multi-generational artisans and some of the world's best chefs to create professional quality cookware, knives, and kitchen tools. Their products are trusted in Michelin-starred restaurants worldwide and designed to perform just as well in your kitchen. From 5-ply stainless clad to carbon steel, every piece is built to last and made to actually make you a better cook. Discover award-winning cookware at madeincookware.com.